viewers, welcome to Simplified Maths class. Our topic today is matrix part 1. In this first part of matrix, we'll be looking at the introductory part of matrix, then we'll go into the order of the matrix, and then we'll perform basic matrix operations such as addition and subtraction of matrices, and then we'll proceed to multiplication of matrices, which is the scalar and the vector multiplication. The topic is matrix part 1. A matrix is a rectangular array of elements. A rectangular array of elements arranged in rows and columns. Arranged in rows and columns. Now, given the set of elements A to contain the elements 1 to 6, this set can be arranged into rows and columns to give you matrices. Say, for instance, you can have matrix 1, A1, to contain the elements 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can have matrix A2 to contain the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is A1 and this is A2. These are two matrices that has been derived from the set of elements 1 to 6. Now, it's important you know that the first horizontal here is a row 1, the first row. The second horizontal here is a row 2. And then here, the first column, that's the vertical, is column 1. The second column here, the vertical, is column 2. And the last column here is the column 3. It therefore means that this A1 is arranged into 2 rows and 3 columns, whereas A2 is arranged into 3 rows. This row 1, this row 2, and this is row 3, and then 2 columns. This is column 1, and this is column 2. Now, this leads us to what we call the order of the matrix, because the order of the matrix is very key in the addition and subtraction of matrices. Now, we go straight to the order of the matrix. Now, the order of a matrix has to do with the number of rows and columns a given matrix has. That gives you what we call the order of the matrix. So if you look at the matrix A1, this A1 has 2 rows, and it has 3 columns. Therefore, means that A1 is of the order 2 times 3. Hence, A1 is a 2 by 3 matrix. That's the order of matrix A1. And if you look at matrix A2, A2 has 3 rows. And how many columns? 2 columns. It means that A1, or rather A2, is of the order 3 times 2, where it has 3 rows and 2 columns. Therefore, A2 is a 3 by 2 matrix. So that's what the order of the matrix is all about. Now, when you understand the concept of the order of the matrix, you can go ahead to add and subtract matrices. So let's go straight to addition and subtraction of matrices. Addition and subtraction of matrices. Now, in order to add and subtract 2 or more matrices, the matrices you intend to add or subtract must be of the same order. If they are not of the same order, you cannot add them, you cannot subtract them. Such an operation is not feasible. But before you add or subtract, you must confirm that they are of the same order. And if they are of the same order, you can go ahead to add the 2 matrices. Take, for instance, matrix A has the elements, and matrix B has the elements, since they are of the same order, because matrix A has 2 rows and 3 columns, B has 2 rows and 3 columns, then you can go ahead to add the 2 matrices or to subtract. Now, A plus B. A plus B means we take corresponding elements. This is A, this is B. So we take the element, the component element 2, add to the component element 3. Then we take this component element 4, add to its corresponding component element 5. Then we have 3, and we add to minus 2. Then we have the next one, 1. We add to 4. And then we have 0. We add to 1. And finally we have 6. We add to 3. So addition is done component-wise by adding corresponding component elements together. So what will you have? 2 plus 3, that's 5. 4 plus 5, that's 9. 3 plus minus 2, that's 3 minus 2, which is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. And then 6 plus 3 is 9. So what you have just done is the addition of the 2 matrices A and B. The same is done when you are to deal with subtraction. So assuming we are to look for subtraction A minus B. A minus B. So we have our A, which is 2, minus the element in B, which is 3. We take the corresponding element, the next one 4, minus the element here, which is 5, and the last element 3, minus, what do we have here? A negative 2. And then we take this element, which is 1, minus 4. The next element 0, minus 1. And the last one 6, minus, what do you have here? 3. So A minus B will be equals to 2 minus 3, that's minus 1. 4 minus 5, that's minus 1. 3 minus 3 plus 2, 5. 1 minus 4, that's negative 3. 0 minus 1, minus 1, minus 3, and that's 3. So that is the subtraction. But please take note that in matrices, A plus B will give you the same result as B plus A if you have done it. The addition of a matrix A to another matrix B will be the same result as the addition of B A. But A minus B can never give you the same thing as B minus A. So your A, when you take away B, it won't give you the same result as B minus A. Please take note of this. The order of the addition doesn't matter. The result will be the same. But in subtraction, the order matters. A minus B can never be the same thing as B minus A. A plus B can always give you the same thing as B plus A. Please take note of this addition and subtraction of matrices. And remember, to add or subtract 2 matrices, the 2 matrices must be of the same order. In the next slide, we'll be dealing with multiplication of matrices, which we have the scalar multiplication and vector multiplication. And so please, I would like you to subscribe to this video and click on like, so that when the next video comes up, which is the other part of the matrix, part 2, which will have to do with the multiplication of the matrices, you won't be left out. And then part 3 of the matrices will be handling both the determinants of matrices and the use of grammar. So please kindly subscribe so that as the videos pop up, you will have to watch. God bless you. Thank you for watching the channel Simplified Maths.